What's good, YouTube? I'm back again today with another deck profile. This time with another dumb idea that I've tested about 3 times. I kind of like it, so I want to talk about it, even though I'm still don't know all the combos with the deck. But as you can tell by the title, it's Redox Gym Knights, and it's just Gym Knights playing Redox. And this is a stupid idea I got like a week ago, and it's like, huh, this might work. We'll see. And before I start talking about the deck, I have mixed feelings about this deck, where it's a deck that is very explosive plays, can put massive damage on board, but it negs itself very hard. And then like Elemental Dragons, where it plays kind of like Elemental Dragons, except for Elemental Dragons, when they neg themselves really hard with a big play, they have cards like Super Rejuvenation to get the cards back to their hands. With this deck, you have to get your +1s from things like Gym Armadillo and Gym Knight Fusion. Get your little +1s, go off, and if you're not able to OTK or put enough damage on board for game, you have to build up your resources again before you can go off. Unless, of course, if you are to lose the field control you put on board, if your opponent has Dark Hole. But yeah, I love the archetype of Gym Knights, and I've made a few decks with them. But it's a deck I don't use very often. Like, I'll play it for like a week and then just like abandon it, and I don't know why. But yeah, now let's talk about the deck. So 2 Rescue Rabbits. My targets are the Garnets and the Tortelines. Just gets Gym Knights out of the deck, sets up my grave for Redox, Dragon Ruler of Boulders. And this guy is, well, the theory with him is that this deck can now make rank 7 exceeds better, because I've seen some people play Gym Knights and they run the Drago Sack, the Big Eye, to make the rank 7 exceeds, but for Gym Knights to put rank 7 exceeds on board, they have to neg themselves really hard, and Gym Knights are an archetype that really neg themselves, and then they have to kind of fight back to get the resources they lost to make their pushes. But Redox, you can use as Monster Reborn effect to get back your fusions, or something like Rabbit, I guess. I don't know. But you can also you're going to have tons of Earth monsters to remove to special summon him from the grave. 2 Pebble to special summon him from the deck. And you pretty much all, like, if you have a full hand, you run 29 monsters, all of which are Earths. So, plus your extra deck is full of Earths, so just a lot of Earths. Gym Armadillo, when this card's normal summon, add a Gym Knight from your deck to your hand. It's an Earth, it's that nice Stratos +1, really nice. Your Vanillas, which you play for their rabbit targets, and they're nifty. 2 Obsidian. If this card is sent from your hand to the grave, you can special summon a level 4 lower normal monster. So if you have one of these guys in your grave and you fusion summon, you can special summon them back to keep going. And I could be correct, but in the case of Obsidian, if he is pitched for Pebble's effect, Obsidian still gets his effect. Although I know Lazuli doesn't, but Lazuli, if this card is sent to the grave by a card effect, you can target a normal monster and add it back to your hand. So these Gym Knight Fusion, you go neg 2 every time you play this card. But if you use Obsidian and Lazuli, use their effects to get the +1, so you'll go neg 1, and then you use a Gym Knight Fusion's effect from the grave to add it back to your hand. Then you've kind of 1-for-1 yourself back. And I just love Lazuli and Obsidian, probably my favorite Gym Knight cards. 3 Gym Turtle. When it's flipped, you add a Gym Knight Fusion from your deck to your hand. You need to get to Gym Knight Fusion because it is your win condition. It lets you make your pushes. And there are a few other ways to get it from your deck to your hand. Dark Factory of Mass Production. Add 2 normal monsters from your grave to your hand. Just another +1. Rabbit. Pretty much with a rabbit play, you'll set these guys up into your grave. And say you're top decking. This card is a wonderful top top deck in Gym Knights, because if you have targets, just use it. Bring these guys back. Get fusion back from the grave. Fusion to what you need. Staples, don't need to explain these. 2 MST. It's dually network, so it's hard to say that MST's bad at more than one, because it's dually network. You have no idea what you're going to face if you take this to a tournament for whatever reason, which I don't think you should. Unless, of course, you edit the build, because this build is terrible, don't get me wrong. But if you're going to take it somewhere, just know your area and then run the amount of MSTs you need. And Return from a Different Dimension. I've never seen this card. I've only played this deck like 3 times. But I'll let you just think about how quickly you can remove things and what you can get back with this. Just an awesome plus bajillion. So the extra deck, a bunch of rank 4s. We run good cards like Cowboy. Daigusto Emerald. Oh. I totally skipped over these guys, didn't I? I guess I do that. So, yeah, talked about Gym Knight Fusion, it's the stuff. But, Alexandrite, it's kind of like Rescue Rabbit. You tribute him to special summon 1 normal Gym Knight from your deck. And so what he does is he sets up an Earth in the Grave, and you can also special out Gym Knight Crystal. He's a level 7, he's a normal monster, can special summon him out with ease. And just an easy way to put a rank 7 on board is if you have Alexandrite, Pebbles, and another Earth monster in hand. Just normal Alexandrite, tribute it, special summon Crystal from the deck. Use Pebbles, pitch Pebbles, and another Earth, special summon Redox, and then you can make your rank 7s like that. And Crystal, it's not too terrible in this deck because you can always pitch it for Redox, you can always remove it to special Boulder, and you can always just fusion it away. So it's even if you draw into it, it's not terrible. And then 2 Max Cs because they're Earth, and you need to get, if your opponent's going off, you can help build up the resources, so if they don't OTK you that turn, you'll have enough resources to OTK them. So yeah, back to the extra deck. Daigusto Emerald lets you, if you need to get that plus, if you need more hand advantage, use its effect to get that +1, or you can bring back something like Crystal or Garnet with its other effect, and fusion, beat down, all that stuff. Lavaval Chain, use this guy to try to get to send your fusions to the grave. And the thing I love about this deck is that a lot of the time, cards that would be dead in the standard Gym Knight deck aren't dead. Like, if Gym Knight Fusion is already, all 3 are out of your deck, but you still have turtles left, you can just pitch the turtles for Redox and Reactant. But yeah, Lavaval Chain sends Gym Fusion to your deck, and you can easily make them with 1 card using Rabbit. Black Ship of Corn, you could switch him out for Powerful Operative. This is just the guy that got thrown in. Gym Knight Pearl, it's a Gym Knight, so it can be special summoned by Emerald. It's an Earth, just tons of synergy with the deck, and it's a big cookie. For the rank 7s, we run number 11 Big Eye and Dragosack. You don't go into rank 7s a lot, but when you play, if you summon these guys at the right time, you've almost guaranteed yourself the win. And it's not like Elemental Dragons that just put them on board just to get massive field presence. You want to play these guys a lot smarter. And for the fusions, we run 1 Topaz. I love Topaz because he can attack twice, helps with OTKs, puts massive damage on board. He is kind of weak, but when you combo him with other Gym Knights, he's pretty good. 1 Citrine. I'm pretty sure everyone else loves this card. I think he's alright. Another Gym Knight Fusion card I love is Prismora. You'd send a Gym Knight card from your hand to the grave to destroy a face-up card on the field. So Gym Knight Fusion is an easy way to, just an easy thing to pitch. And you can also pitch something like Obsidian to get its effect. 1 Ruby. It has Piercing, and you can also make it bigger by tributing another Gym Knight monster. 25 attack, it's pretty good. And to finish things off, 2 Zarconia, because he's 29 attack, which makes him massive. And he's really easy to summon, and you'll want to summon him a lot, because if Jim Turtle is dead, or with Jim Armadillo pretty much makes it so you don't neg summoning him. And one thing I'd like to point out is that Citrine and Prismora are both level 7, so you can make your rank 7s. That's the deck profile. Thank you for watching if you watched this far, and goodbye.